It is late at night, the room is quiet, no one is watching, no one is judging, and the only thing lighting up your face is your phone. Your thumb slows down for a second, not because you're strong, but because deep down you already know how this story usually ends. You scroll, you just look, you tell yourself it's harmless, and then minutes later you're left with the same thing you always get: less energy, less focus, less respect for yourself. And the worst part? Tomorrow you'll act like it wasn't your choice. So let's say the uncomfortable truth out loud. Lust is not an unstoppable force. It only feels powerful because you keep feeding it. Most men believe lust attacks them from the outside. They blame society. They blame Instagram. They blame the way people dress. They blame temptation being everywhere. And that belief is comforting because it removes responsibility. But it is also a lie. Because lust survives for one reason only: you choose it. You choose the second look. You choose the scroll. You choose to entertain the thought for just a few seconds. And those few seconds are never just a few seconds. They become a habit. Then they become a lifestyle. Then they become a personality. And slowly you lose the ability to control yourself. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people misunderstand the whole thing. Lust is not desire. And it is definitely not love. Love recognizes humanity, dignity, worth. Lust reduces a person into a product, a tool, a fantasy meant to satisfy you. Lust begins the moment you stop seeing someone as human and start seeing them as an object. And here's a test that proves it. If the same person you sexualize was your sister, your cousin, your mother, your mind would not go there. The clothes wouldn't suddenly become tempting. The situation wouldn't suddenly become impossible. So the problem isn't external, it's perception. It's what your mind has been trained to do. And now we have to talk about the enemy in your pocket: porn. Not entertainment, not stress relief, not a normal thing every guy does. Poison. Because porn doesn't just steal time, it trains your brain. It teaches you to chase novelty. It makes patience feel painful. It makes real people feel boring. It makes real relationships feel not enough. And over time, you don't just watch porn, you start looking at the world through porn's lens. You sexualize conversations. You sexualize attention. You sexualize kindness. And then you wonder why your focus is dead, why your confidence feels fake, why your goals feel heavy, why your discipline disappears at night. Here's the part that changes everything. You are not a victim of lust. Lust does not just happen. It is a choice you make again and again. And every time you choose it, you reinforce it. You tell your brain, this is what we do. You tell your body, this is who we are. So how do you defeat lust? Not with motivation, not with promises, not with, I'll stop tomorrow. You defeat it the only way real enemies are defeated. You cut it off at the root. What you feed grows. What you starve dies. If you keep feeding lust with late-night screens, isolation, fantasies, and triggers, it will dominate you. But if you starve it, it weakens. Delete the triggers. Unfollow the accounts. Remove the apps that keep pulling you back. Don't test yourself. Don't peak, because peaking is how you lose. And most importantly, kill the thought at the beginning, not after it has built momentum. Not after your body is already heated. The first second is where you still have power. But let's be honest, removal is not enough. You can't delete a habit, you replace it. Because lust is a habit, and habits demand substitutes. So replace it with training your body. Replace it with focused study. Replace it with building a skill. Replace it with working toward a goal that actually makes you proud. A man with purpose doesn't waste his energy chasing empty pleasure. He protects his energy like it's fuel, because it is. And here's one more truth men avoid. You cannot fight lust in secrecy. Lust thrives in silence. It grows in the dark. So bring it into the light. Find one trusted brother, one friend, one mentor. Speak honestly. Accountability doesn't make you weak. It makes you dangerous to your old self. Because once it's exposed, it loses power. Once it's spoken, it becomes something you can actually defeat. So don't delay. Lust is like weeds in a garden. Ignore it and it spreads everywhere. But pull it out now, and you save the whole future you haven't lived yet. Choose respect over impulse. Choose control over comfort. Delete one trigger tonight. Reach out to one person tonight, because this fight is worth winning. And when you defeat lust, you don't just win a battle at night, you reclaim your mind, you reclaim your discipline, you reclaim your future.